Hi Kashyap, how are you?
Good.
It's great meeting you today. Thank you so much. Can you please tell us your background, like your schooling and family?
Uh, I live with my parents,
Yeah.
my mom and dad, and schooling. I've started off when I was until 3. I was in Nigeria for like
Okay.
3-4 years, 3 years. I mean, and then when I started schooling, I started it in Sri Vidya Higher Secondary School, which was in Amberpet, and then I studied in All Saints High School. Then we shifted back to Bangalore, 8th, 9th, and 10th. I did it there, and then shifted back to Hyderabad, and my college and my graduation has been in Hyderabad.
When did you start playing this game?
I started playing when I was 11, 10 years, 11 years, and started the summer camp at the LB Stadium, and then I started training at the academy when Gopi sir started the academy.
I mean, what got you started into this?
My mother was quite interested in making me a sports person. It didn't matter to her which sport was it, but she wanted to be an individual sport, and my parents knew Gopi sir's family and Gopi sir before, so that's how I entered badminton, and then I started liking badminton, and then that's how it was.
In childhood, did you like any other sport apart from badminton?
Yeah, I liked a lot to play, football, soccer.
Okay.
I used to play a lot in my, schooling days, and also when I was young, because I used to stay in Nigeria in Africa, and then that was a football crazy nation.
Yeah.
So that's how I developed interest, because like how we play cricket here in every street, it used to be football there.
Yes.
So that's how I developed interest. But once I came here and into India, then cricket, I used to like a lot of cricket, because in streets it's only used to be cricket. So that's how it was. But just because my mom had a lot of interest in badminton, I joined badminton.
I mean, did all those games help you playing badminton?
Yeah, I mean, sports was one of my thing to do. Even in school, I would wait for the intervals and trying to play something, some sport, or just running around. I used to like playing sports. Yeah.
Oh, that's superb. When did you actually think you can play for India?
For India, the first time I played was in my juniors category, and qualifying just to wear the Indian jersey was a big thing for me. And yes, the first time I qualified, and I qualified for the Junior Asian Championships.
Okay.
So that was like a big moment in my life, where first time I could I would qualify to wear an Indian jersey. So it was very proud feeling for me. But in the senior circuit, after that junior episode, until I reached a level in the seniors, I could not decide whether I would take it as a career option. So I was either going to do engineering, which I went to the counseling center and said I was not interested, which was quite dramatic. But it all happened in that 1 hour's time, where I decided that I would pursue badminton as a career. But but I think everyone has to make such choices in life.
Thank you so much. You've made all of us proud playing badminton.
Yeah.
And you've also created history by becoming the only Indian player to have reached the quarterfinals in Olympics. How does that feel?
I mean, it's great to achieve something like that, but I'm like I wanted to win a medal at the Olympics, so quarterfinals did really excite me.
Yeah.
But after the tournament, I got to know that I was like the first Indian to reach quarterfinals. So yeah, anything if you're the first to do it is you feel good about it. Yeah.
Wow, that's brilliant actually. And you played a quarterfinal match with world number 2 Lee Chong-wei in one of the world tournaments. So what was going through your mind when facing him? Or
yeah, actually it was the Olympics only. In the Olympic quarterfinal I played him, and nothing was going through the mind. I just wanted to win a medal. I was to try my best. I knew he was the number 1 player to beat for everyone, and he's a tough opponent, and I was pretty sure the underdog in the match and also in the tournament. So I just had to go and give my best. I had a chance in the first game, but I think he was in pretty good form. In the second, he outpaced me, and was quite fitter than me. So but when you enter big events like this, and when you enter the quarterfinals, you're only thinking about winning that match, and it doesn't matter who's the opponent, or you just want to win the medal, and you just want to reach the medal rounds. So it's a great feeling to play the world number one, but I'm sure it'll be better if you can win against him.
Well, superb. And how do you prepare for all these big events like Olympics, and what are you doing differently in 2016 to win a medal for India?
2016 is 3 years from now,
Yep.
and right now I don't think much about that event right now. Although it is there at the back of your mind, but you have your tournaments which are coming up,
Yeah.
which are important, which will make you to reach there. So right now, this year is going to be the Commonwealth, Asian Games,
Yeah.
and World Championships. These three events are main, and even for that, if I have to qualify for those events, I need to reach a good rank. I need to be a top Indian, which I am right now, but I need to maintain myself.
Yeah.
The competition is getting better and better in India as well. So it's going to be a tough task. Although I am ahead by a margin in India, but still, I need to maintain myself, and right now my aim is to do well in international tournaments which are coming up, and to reach, say, the top 10 in the ranking.
Yeah, hopefully you will very soon. Thank you. And what do you think is your biggest accomplishment till date?
I would say winning the India Grand Prix, which I won last year,
Yeah.
and also reaching ranking of 6 in the world.
Congratulations
Start
on
of
that.
the year last year. So I think these two are.
So what would be the ultimate one then?
The ultimate one would be obviously to win the Olympic medal,
Okay.
to win the gold medal at Commonwealth Games, to win a medal at Asian Games. So these things would be the ultimate thing for me.
Okay. Do you have any injuries at this stage?
I had injuries. Now I'm okay. Yeah.
You're fine. You dealt with all of them. So in junior years, we've heard that you had asthma. So how do you come over it? Like,
I take my medication every day regularly. Twice a day I take my medication, and that's how it's going to be all right. There's no permanent cure for it.
Yeah.
So there's only I can maintain it, and I can prevent it from becoming serious. But the regular thing, I have to take my medication every day. If I don't take my medication for say 2 days, 3 days, then I feel it's tough for me to carry on the regular activities of a day.
that's nice. And can you tell us more about your parents that have helped you becoming a badminton player? So what's their role in changing you as a badminton player?
I think they are the most important part of me becoming a badminton player. Without them, I wouldn't have become a badminton player. Um, Especially the system which is there in India. You need the parents' push, you need the parents' support initially, and to play sport and to pursue it professionally, that to a sport like badminton, which is say not cricket or tennis. You don't get the same financial incentive or rewards, like the prize monies are not high. So to pursue a sport like this, and to say no to engineering or something like that, I was a good student as well, so to say no to that, without the parents' support is just impossible. So they always pushed me that whatever you like you do, we'll see what happens. And they gave me targets at regular intervals that if you reach this, then you can continue badminton. If you win the junior nationals, you can continue badminton, or you do well in the senior circuit, then you can. So luckily I could achieve whatever they asked me to achieve, and I made sure that I achieved them, because I didn't want to quit the sport. I wanted to play. So yeah, everything worked out.
So you said you're a good student. How did you manage academics and then sports?
I'm sure, like any other sports person, we all study at the last moment. But I was a good student, so I could manage them both well. I could study at the last month or last 2 months, and then manage to score say 80% or more than 80%.
Then you're a star actually. Thank you.
No. There are many guys. There are actually guys who actually did engineering and also were national champions in India. So I won't say I'm the best of them. So there are better guys than me.
You're so down to earth. Thank you. Can you tell us more about your coach, please? Or your
Kopi sir
coaches?
has been a phenomenal player from India, and to win the All England, people say it's only once, but the stage at which he won, and the injuries he faced in his life, career-threatening injuries, and coming back and winning, it's very tough for any other individual to do it. So, and then he's basically very passionate for badminton, and he wants to see India on the world map. He set up such an academy, and basically without his passion, without his will to make India a powerhouse in badminton, all this wouldn't have happened. So all the credit for whatever is happening in badminton in India right now goes to him.
What's your daily routine?
I wake up at 5:30 in the morning because we have a session at 7 o'clock, so I need to come prepared for the session, and then 7 to 8:39 we play, and then again we play from 10 to 12, and then again in the evening we play from, say, we train from 4 to 6, so it's like almost 6 to 7 hours a day we train, and then yeah, so that's about it.
What goes on your mind when you're actually serving for a match in any tournament?
What do you mean serving for a match?
Do you
The
just
match point?
concentrate on the match point?
I think I'm sure everyone, you don't think about winning during the match, you don't think about the result of the match, which is tough to actually do. Even as I say, it's tough for me to do it because eventually you'll get those thoughts, but the only thing we learn over the years, any experienced player if you ask, they would say that they always think about winning that point and not thinking about the result or to win the match or win the tournament. There are like 6-7 rounds you need to win a tournament, so every round, every match, every point is as important as the whole tournament, so that's how the focus should be.
So many kids would actually try to emulate their favorite players. Did you have any, or do you think is that good or a bad thing to?
No, I mean it's very good. It keeps you motivated. You want to reach somewhere. It's like a goal you want to do. You have some favorite players. You want to play like him. You imitate his style, and which I'm sure helped me. I used to like a couple of players from China. In the he was a world champion in 1997, 1998, Sun Jun. So he was one of the favorite players I used to watch a lot on in the videos, and then even Gopi sir was one of my favorites. I used to watch him very closely. At the end of his career, I watched him a lot. So yeah, and now if I've become a top 20 and top 10 player, then I just want to beat everyone in the world. So you constantly watch your opponents, but there is no favorite as such in the current generation.
So is he your favorite sports icon?
But sports icon, I would say there are a lot of other sports where I keenly watch. I watch Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal. I like these two. They're so contrasting from each other, but perform at a very high level. So these two are one of my favorites. Tiger Woods.
Okay.
So the way they maintain their focus in a tournament, and so different sports. Every sport has things where you can watch and learn from the champions.
So Kashyap, what do you recommend people living in small places in order to pursue their dreams of becoming a sports person? What do you tell them?
Small places, I would basically first, I wouldn't tell the kids, I would tell the parents to push them, if they like something, if they like a sport, or if since we're talking about sports, so if they like sports, then the parents are the most important part for the kid. They have to push the kid if he likes a sport and if he wants to pursue it, because nowadays there are a lot of opportunities for even sports persons. You can become a successful sports person as well, and you can be a well-off guy after you quit also. So the careers are short, but the fame and the popularity you get is a lot. So that's what all the sports persons want, and parents should push them initially. And if you are from small villages, I'm sure it is tough financially, but we should find ways of getting some sponsorship for the kid or something like that. I'm not sure what are the ways, but I know that my parents sacrificed a lot. They sacrificed a lot of stuff.
This is one way.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean foundations like yours and initiative like yours would help these sports persons or these kids in villages to pursue sports as a career.
Thank you so much for your time, and we wish all the best for your future tournaments, and hope you bring lots of laurels for this country.
Thank you.
Thank you.